Hey my red bean mochis, thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're returning to my channel, it's great to see you again. But if you're new, then welcome. My name's Nicole and today I'm going to be talking about supercurriculars, which I think are so important. And right now I'm doing my personal statement and I keep hearing about people saying how they regret not doing more of them in year 12 and not actively finding more opportunities and more experiences. And I don't want that to be you. So today I'm going to be talking about what supercurriculars are, why I think that they're so important beyond just putting them on your personal statement, and also examples of supercurriculars with specific tips. I'll talk about the things that I've been doing as someone who's applying for biology at university. So if you're interested in doing something similar, then definitely watch until the end. So yeah, time to lock in and take notes or whatever, because this video is especially important if you're in year 12. If you're watching this as it uploads and you're in year 13, it's not too late, but after you finish this video you absolutely should go and find a book, find a podcast or whatever, because you might be slightly charred, maybe not cooked, but a little bit on the grill. But if you're watching this and you're in year 12, then this is like the perfect time to start thinking about it, and at least now you're aware of it, that already puts you at an advantage and your application will be more competitive. So supercurriculars are things that you do outside of the classroom, beyond the specification and the curriculum, that expand your knowledge on a certain subject or a certain topic. And they vary in terms of length. So maybe you watch a 1 hour documentary or you do a 1 week summer school, and they also have different purposes in a way. So essay competitions show independent research skills, time management skills, whereas something like an EPQ really shows critical thinking skills. And also I think what's great is that you can choose them to cater to your own learning preferences. So you can get things that are much more hands-on, like work experience. You can get things that are much more visual, like films and documentaries and books, or things that are more like audio, like podcasts and listening to online lectures. There's such a wide range to choose from that there's not really an excuse to not be doing them, you know? And they're so accessible too. Like most of them are probably free as well. So why do them? The most obvious reason is for your personal statement, because universities, and especially the top ones, don't care about your extracurriculars. Sorry, they don't care if you do grade 8 piano, they don't care if you're on your school's basketball team or something. They care much more about your supercurriculars, and that is the main reason. But I think there's two that are just as important. And the first one is that they help reduce the chances of you regretting your choices in the future, right? So if you are doing your supercurriculars, you're reading books related to the subject, if you've had the chance to do work experience, then you're much less likely to be surprised at what the reality of the university course or the career will be, because you've... Where did that dust come from? Because you've actually experienced it, you kind of know what you're getting into, and then you can make an educated decision on if that's something that you want to do. For me personally, like, I am quite interested in ecology and conservation, and I realised this because of an essay competition that I did, and that made me realise I actually really enjoyed reading those scientific articles on conservation and plants and things like that, compared to like cell biology. And then likewise I realised that I preferred biology over geography, because I was much more drawn towards non-fiction biology books rather than geography books. And then also supercurriculars, they really help prepare you for university life, because at university the teaching styles are a lot more different. You're a lot more independent, you are in charge of how you spend your time and how you choose to learn the content. So if you are doing essay competitions, that already helps you in terms of finding like up-to-date resources, referencing, and writing like a full-on essay, which is university kind of work. It definitely teaches you time management skills, independent research skills. So it's putting you in a really good position for when you get to university, and then that's what you're expected to do. And so some of the main kind of supercurriculars that you can do. So work experience is a big one. I just want to put that out there. Whilst it's so great and valuable, it's not essential unless I think you do medicine, dentistry, veterinary. That I think you have to do a 1 week work experience if you're doing those competitive courses. But it's really good if you can get work experience, because you can see what it's like to have that career, and also to observe the people who have that career, how they act and what skills they have that make them suitable for that career. And also, I think this should be said more, but it's just as important to find out what you don't like as compared to what you do like. So if you do work experience at like a hospital and you realise, actually, I don't want to do medicine anymore, I'm not enjoying this, isn't that great that in just this 1 week, 5 days maybe, work experience, you have saved yourself 7 years of stress and like student loans as well. Like with just that work experience, you know that you don't want to progress down that route. If you do want to get work experience, ask around, okay, and be nice to everyone, exploit your connections, whatever. Benefit from being like a nepo baby, because for me, I wanted to do biology work experience, and at this point I was still interested in like pharmaceuticals, and I was telling my friend, who literally turned to her right, asked her friend, hey, doesn't your mum work in a pharmacy? And they were like, yeah. And then my friend was like, oh, can Nicole do work experience with your mum? And then they were like, yeah. I literally just got work experience on the spot, just like that, in like a setting that I was quite interested in at the time. So yeah, be nice to people, because maybe their parents are doing the dream job that you want, okay? And mass send out emails. So I only sent about 5. So I only ended up getting like 2 replies, and one of them was retired, one of them was too busy. Although they did compliment my LinkedIn, which was quite nice. So yeah. But I do know some of my friends got really cool work experience in like university labs and things like that from sending out emails. So that's really important. Also, I just want to thank everyone who's engaged with like the past few videos I've made, like the likes and the comments, which I love reading and replying. It's like my favorite thing. And people who have subscribed, because I'm actually kind of close to 1,000 subscribers, which is like a dream come true. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, you can maybe consider doing that. I just really want to do a Q&A where I can just like answer questions and things like that. So thank you. Some other supercurriculars include MOOCs, which are massive open online courses, and edX and Coursera have some really good ones. You might have to pay for some, but I think most of them are free. You just have to pay for like an official certificate at the end, but it's not that serious. Books, obviously, it's much more important about how you engage with the book. Like, what do you learn from the book rather than how impressive is the book itself? Like, no one's expecting you to read this really advanced intellectual book, because if you don't understand it, then there's no point in you reading it, because you haven't learned something from it. It's about like, do you agree with the author? Do you disagree with the author's point or stance on this view, and why? You can ask your teachers for good book recommendations, because they should know, right? If they're like specialists. And podcasts, if you're not a big fan of reading, they can be a really good replacement too. And I would really recommend doing an EPQ. I think that it teaches you so many skills, and you can do it on a specific subject, a specific topic that you're really interested in and you want to pursue beyond college or sixth form. Also, doing an EPQ can give you a reduced offer too if you get, I think, an A or an A star at some universities. And likewise, summer schools are so valuable, okay? So after you finish watching this video, go online, search up your dream uni or search up your dream university course, and then summer school free at the end of it. Because I think every university runs summer schools that are free. State school students only, I'm pretty sure. But they are so great, and a lot of them offer reduced grades too. And typically they're like a week and they include food and accommodation. So yeah, really, really good. I had the privilege of attending a Durham one and an Oxford one during the summer. Literally such great experiences. And residentials as well for your specific subject too. So some other supercurriculars could also be writing articles for like a magazine, being part of the magazine too, or being part of like a youth board, so political ones or environmental ones, also volunteering, doing Olympiads or competitions, and essay competitions are really good too, especially the ones where they give you feedback. And another supercurricular is being part of your school's society or club and running that's really good too. Visiting museums or specific buildings, like I'm thinking engineering, architecture, that might be quite useful too. So these are the supercurriculars that I can think of right now. I'm sure that there are so many more. I hope that this video was useful. I hope that you learned something. Good luck for your applications, guys, and love you so much. Thank you for all the support if you've like engaged with any of my videos as well. Thank you.